Today on Truth Be Trolled.
You want conspiracy talk? You got it.
Come and take a ride.
You know, they say that I was just saying this to my brother, that when you come across those memes or quotes or sayings or whatever, I always come across the same one where it's like the happiest people are the people that just don't have a lot of stuff. They just don't have a lot of things.
The thing about things is a thing doesn't fix shit. And if you think you want a thing, just go look. There's a million millionaires out there posting how they got their Lamborghini and they're like, who gives a fuck 45 minutes later? Like the other day I ordered a guitar that was crazy expensive, super cool fucking old guitar. I'm a nerd. I like that shit. And I couldn't wait for it. And it got there and I opened the case. And in fact, I waited like 2 days and then I opened the box and took it out of the case. And I looked at it, I was like, wow, this is beautiful. Like, wow. All right, cool. And I put it back in the case. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And that's kind of weird, but that's the same thing. Like, things don't fix shit. And if you have things, it just means you're good at getting things, I guess.
Well, you get a nice little spike of dopamine when you open that case.
I used to think so. And the more I buy these beautiful guitars I wish I had when I was little, the less I'm like, and I'm not even just guitars, anything. I buy dumb shit like anybody, and I'm just like, Well, it doesn't fix any problems.
I think it doesn't fix any problems, but why do it then? You must get some sort of spike of joy or dopamine just in the process of acquiring something, and then you've acquired it, and now it's just stuff that you have.
Yeah, it's very brief, but I personally, I'm not speaking for anyone but myself. I do it because, I kind of look at that guitar might be, a couple bucks if I sell it. I guess there's a little bit of a spike, and I'm not money motivated, and I know it sounds this way, but I'm just saying, like, I just don't I'm kind of over stuff.
I get it. I used to be the same way with sneakers.
Right, me too.
Buying a new pair of sneakers every week, and I wasn't even wearing them.
Bro, I got those sneakers I tried to give you like 10 months ago. They're still sitting in my trunk. I haven't even fucking touched them.
Give them to me, and I'll at least they'll be collecting dust on my shelf.
Oh, fuck sneakers. I'm over sneakers.
Fuck sneakers. I don't fuck. That's my point. Is what you're saying about guitars. That's how I feel about sneakers. The new thing is thrifting. I definitely have
my kids love that shit.
It's just, and I already have more t-shirts than I could ever wear in the next 3 lifetimes, but I still want, it's the thrill of the hunt. It's the thrifting part. You know what I mean? And then you have it and it just sits in a drawer in a closet, and I could probably open my own thrift store.
If you could tell by looking at all of our pods, I literally wear the same fucking clothes.
That's the other thing.
Every day.
Closet full of fucking
and I pull
shit.
One black t-shirt
That's
out.
it.
Yeah. I don't know. They said Steve Jobs wore the same shit every day too, because he didn't like to use his brain power on bullshit like wardrobe. That's what I don't either, honestly, but I have no style, so who the fuck am I to say?
Yeah.
Anyways, you're going to talk about sneakers because I came in here and you were watching some video of some goofy dude.
Oh boy.
Who's the goofy dude? I did just see someone acting wild. I don't know who the fuck he is, but he was a wildling.
I don't know. He's the last the last one to get iced in the face.
Whoa. He got iced.
Here we go.
Yeah. Do we want to go here?
We can go there if you want. I'll just be upfront and say I don't know a lot. And
me neither, to be honest. I mean, it's what's in the zeitgeist in the everyone's feeds right now is the
it's the thing right now to distract from the Epstein files.
Sure. Yeah. It distracts from a lot of things. Probably, obviously, always, but people are very emotionally involved in it one way or the other. I'm not. I hate to see bad things happen to people on either side, but it seems like the media is fueling it. The politicians are fueling it for exactly what you said. Some distracting from something. I think it's more than just distraction from the Epstein files. I think there's some big stuff going on. Obviously, the little bit that we're allowed to see geopolitically, imagine what's going on, the negotiations behind the scenes, what Greenland's really about, what Venezuela's really about, even beyond.
It's not in the news cycle anymore.
Well, that's even more alarming because those are. I mean, I see it. I see that stuff come up, and obviously, usually has something to do with oil. And we've always, as a country, found an excuse to get into another area where there's a lot of oil. And we've come up with our reasons to get in there and get that oil. But the world needs the fucking oil, because if we're going to refuse to offer up the technology that has been available for who knows how long now, alternative clean energy technology to oil, it's like we're going to squeeze every last drop of oil and gas out of this planet before they finally relent and share the clean energy technology. Even nuclear makes more sense, which they're now willing to start building nuclear power sites for the data centers.
Well, that's the best power anyway.
The AI centers.
Right. And nobody's going to fuck around and ruin an AI center. So there's going to be great nuclear power.
Right.
There's no option either, though. And that's why BlackRock is buying up, all these power companies. This is also why everybody watching this has experienced their power bill going up.
Yeah.
Everybody. Tell me why. You know what's weird? Back in the 80s or 90s, they decided we're going to go Energy Star
green.
Compliant. We're going green.
Yeah.
We're going to change everything.
How's
Guess
that
what?
going?
Your fucking bill still keeps going up decade after decade with new rules and new laws and new lies put in place. And it doesn't change a single thing. It's just a new talking point to shut you up and to take your money.
And they're still trying to pacify us with gas prices are pretty good right now.
No, they're not.
$2.
Dude, cut the crap.
Okay. Well, I mean, they let it get
$2? Where you live?
$2.50.
$2.50?
more than
That's
that,
Loch
dude.
Ness Monster prices.
Yeah, I see. It's an average of $3.
Oh.
No, for me, I have to pay a little more because I can only put good gas. And woe is me, big problem. But it's still really expensive, and it's it was gonna be worse. But I noticed I don't know, 2 months ago, it was like regular old Biden prices for a little bit, and then it went down maybe $1 or whatever. It's always fluctuating.
Yeah.
But if we just stole all the oil on Earth, why isn't it free or damn near free?
Mm-hmm.
When I started driving a car, a gallon of gas, I'm not shitting you, was like 85 cents.
Yeah, and
That's how old I am, bro.
That's how old you are today.
That's
Today,
I had to feed.
Today's Jimmy's birthday. Today,
Excellent,
yes.
excellent. Yeah, I was gonna say I had to feed my horse fucking in carriage a little bit of oats made out of gasoline. No, it was 85 cents though, and that's in the promise of whatever the new lie is. Because when I was a kid, we were gonna get bombed by the Russians, and then it was acid rain was going to murder us. Then it was, oh my God, there's always something. Climate change. Let me tell you about climate change. It's a fucking joke. It's a lie.
Hey, whatever happened to the hole in the ozone layer?
That was one of them. All the girls had to stop using Aquanet because there was a hole in the ozone layer. And then all the dudes in 80s hair metal bands had to stop, and they got ugly, and then grunge took over. That's the actual truth. It was the hole in the ozone layer that really ended it. Not Kurt Cobain had nothing to do with it. It was Aquanet going out of business. No, anyways, it's just a new scam. Like, how can Obama buy a $30 million home on the ocean? How can you do that if the ocean is going to swallow up your land? Like, these people wouldn't be doing these banks wouldn't be giving this money and approving these loans. This would not be a thing unless it was a lie. And it is a lie because... Are
you saying they know something that we don't?
Oh, everyone knows something we don't know. Dude, I grew up in Massachusetts. When I was a little kid, I went to fucking Plymouth Rock. Let me tell you something. Plymouth Rock has been in the same spot with the same amount of water covering it my whole fucking life. I was there a couple of years ago. It's the same. The oceans aren't rising. Nothing is changing. And if you're going to tell me they go to move the rock to keep it... No, it's surrounded by some... Listen, this is bullshit. Global warming is bullshit. Yes, the Earth warms and cools in a cycle because whatever. Because someone's fucking with the thermostat. That's some dad shit. But yes, we are manipulating the weather too. I'm fucking dude.
Well,
we are
old news.
Yeah, old news.
Old news.
But people still refuse it, and it's raining down heavy metals on you because airplanes are in fact fucking spraying shit over you to weaken you.
Yeah, I mean the weather modification stuff is just. I mean that's available information now. What Freedom of Information Act or whatever, but that's just
different
common
from
knowledge.
what I'm saying.
You think that's what happened? You think that's why we got nailed?
What I'm saying is, if we have admittedly had the technology to manipulate the weather to some degree in the World War II in Vietnam, imagine what the technology is today. So to just write off geoengineering and weather modification being done, dude, they were doing it fucking 50 years ago. You think
At least.
just stopped with advancing that technology and use every bit of technology? The military gets first dibs.
HARP.
Always. Military
Always.
gets first dibs. So whatever the new tech is, it will be used militarily as a weapon or defense, whatever, first before the public.
And then they turn it into TikTok.
Yeah. And then they weaponize TikTok.
Well,
Brilliant.
I'm not really talking about the weather modification because there's no doubt that exists. I mean, it's rarely a thing.
Right.
I'm talking about them raining down the heavy metals to like weaken the human spirit and like, you know, as part of the calcification of your fucking soul. But it's mixed with the fluoride bullshit in the water you brush your teeth with. Don't swallow that fucking toothpaste, some of you internet cut. But, you know, I'm just saying, it's like there's so many things. The food is poisoned. Why would you buy some candy with arsenic in it? Guess what? Candy has arsenic in it.
You know what, though?
Worse.
They said nerds. Didn't you see that?
Skittles is the worst offender on earth, but all of them. I just saw a fucking study yesterday. Like 28 out of 33 candies had like fucking elevated, dangerous levels of arsenic. Oof. Don't eat that shit no more, people. This shit is bull. It's meant to poison and kill you and weaken your soul.
I disagree. Eat whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. You can eat whatever you want. I'm just saying, if you knew what it was, you might consider not eating it. That's all.
You're gonna eat that cat poop.
Yeah, stop eating that cat poop.
And if you think we're crazy, thinking that fluoride is probably a bad thing to ingest, then by all means, please
drink up.
Eat your toothpaste. Eat it. Prove us wrong.
Fluoride is not good.
Overdose on Tylenol to prove that it's completely harmless. Please eat a whole bottle of Tylenol. Oh wait, we can't be saying this shit because I'm kidding, of course.
How come all this stuff was able to be put out, 10 years ago, and now you can't say certain things or people unravel? Is it weird that the world's become weak? I'm seriously concerned about people who pick political sides over loved one. It's kind of fucked up. You really need to let go of your political views. And if you're living outside of love and like trying to attain wisdom on how to live in this life, you are so screwed. Because not everybody's going to believe in what you believe in. And guess what? Even the people that believe in what you believe in are going to turn on you and you're going to be fucked. Just deal with love and wisdom.
Well, that's true. But that's because there's such a lack of love and wisdom right now that people are misdirecting the anger, hate, resentment, confusion, fear, all of these things that are just being channeled into picking a side politically and then fighting each other over it when really that's not what can you do in your day to make your life better? Instead of getting angry at somebody because they posted something online that offends you that really probably doesn't even really have anything to do with either one of you, but you posted an opinion and somebody got really fucking angry at that opinion or joke or whatever it is. And all of this rage comes out and their day's ruined because now they're angry that they saw this joke that was offensive. And can you use that energy to, I don't know, go exercise or go make something.
Do a million other things.
And again, obviously it's easier said than done. It's not like.
You choose how you feel. I tell my kids, you can't be sad and happy. Like pick a side, literally choose one.
Well, people. Yes.
It's a choice, by the way. It's a fucking choice.
It is a choice. But if you don't realize it's a choice, then what is it?
Well, if you just listen to us say it and you still don't know, bless your little heart, you're not winning.
It's tough, though. Let's be honest. It is tough.
I'm not saying life is easy at all. I was problematic and struggling for like over 30 years of my life. And I think things changed for me anyways when I said, fuck, this is all my fault. I owned everything and I was like, ugh. Yeah, so I had to make tiny steps to fix that problem,
That's one of, I think that comes after realizing that all of the rage that you're misplacing everywhere else is actually, disappointment in yourself. And then you accept that moment of enlightenment was like, fuck, these are my feelings and it's my fault.
That's what our band was all about back then, and I think that helped. We would all go fucking full retard every night, and there's no like, it's hard to hold that in if you let that guy out. So
Yeah.
you know, that was all about like, I mean, trying to be funny, but also hyper aggressive and just like for an hour or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, that seems like a healthier outlet than yelling at your friends online.
Well, I guess that's part of what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't be yelling at your friends online. You should either let whatever they think go, because who cares, or just say, all right, man, that's cool. I mean, whatever. It's good. Yeah, there's no argument. What the fuck are we arguing about? The manufactured bullshit. I don't care what you think on what side. It is manufactured. And you know why I know it's manufactured? Go back 10 years ago and it didn't exist. I'm even older than 10. I can go back 20 or 30 years and it didn't exist. I can watch them build it.
True. I mean, certain amounts of this kind of thing have existed for a long. I mean,
yeah. No, you're right. But now it's unraveling, as everyone can see.
Right. But there's so many other elements to it now. Where like back in the day, like say like the hippies against Vietnam, it was a pretty clear. The motives were clear. You know what I mean? We don't want this war. We feel like we don't belong over there, and they were right. They weren't wrong. They weren't wrong that we had no business being over there, and there were shady reasons for us to be over there. But the fight was clear. It was clear. Now it's so distorted through social media, and now it's already. I can't believe the AI thing's already happening, where people are already disputing footage from protests that if it goes against the narrative that they want to be true, you can claim, well, that's AI. That's AI.
Well, you've got to be discerning. And even if you can be discerning,
but
you still might
not being discerning, because they will always choose the comfortable lie over the uncomfortable truth. People will always gravitate towards what they want to be true.
Dude, in like 3 years, you're going to have like a little glass see-through tablet that's your new phone, and it's going to have nothing but what you want to see every day. And every morning it's going to be waking up telling you that so-and-so did X, Y, and Z just because you want to hear that. Like there's no truth in the future.
Or truth is completely subjective. Well,
if it comes through your phone, it's not true.
That's crazy.
Unless you want it to be true.
But that doesn't make it true. This is the whole point. Fuck you and your feelings.
Right. But what I'm saying is, even on like a quantum level, you know what I mean? I feel like that's how you kind of manifest your experience.
Well, that's how the ebb and flow of the world will be conducted and controlled.
I feel like we're on two timelines right now where we're able to observe both timelines, but you're seeing the split in real time. So like both narratives, when something happens in the news, there are two versions of it, and each version is real to the people that it's like choose your own reality, right? It's either this one or it's that one, but they're both real.
They're both wrong. They're both lies.
They're either both real or they're both wrong, right? But my point is, you get to choose, and that debate, right? Like my reality versus your reality there's no debate. There's no discussion there. It's like, it's as old as my God versus your God. I'm not going to convince you that no, the real God's actually my God. Like, no, dude, no, my God is the only God.
I can tell you how you'd be wrong, though. You will 100% be wrong if you say there's absolutely no chance of me being wrong. Then you're absolutely wrong, because you're so fucking limited. If you're able to say, there's definitely, I think this, but I could be wrong. That's
what I'm saying.
That is a different human.
No. I'm saying that's how religions are, right?
You absolutely can't be wrong.
You can't be wrong. And there is no debate. There is only my God. And the other side saying the same fucking thing.
Well, take out God and say like some loser politician.
That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point is God has been replaced with politics or science or truth.
I come from an era where a politician was just some nerdy loser, and guess what? They still are, but for some reason we're flashing lights and fame on these people when they should all be fucked off somewhere.
Right. No, I know.
Go to work.
But think about how people are acting over politics now. It's
pathetic.
It's the new religion. People are choosing sides like it's their religion, and they're so passionate about it. It's become religious.
My analogy is our team, the New England Patriots, is in the Super Bowl next week or whenever.
Yeah.
And I'm going to watch the game, just like left politics and right politics, the Patriots and the Seahawks or whatever. I literally don't give a fuck who wins because none of it has nothing to do with me.
Exactly.
Zero. Well, and you know what? I've noticed over the years that the players care less about losing the Super Bowl than these fucking psycho fans that are smashing TVs and acting like bitches. It's weird, dude.
It's when it becomes a religion for people. Football can be a religion. Politics is a religion.
Football is wrestling, by the way. It's fake.
Right. Well, it's as fake as wrestling, right? Where there's still athleticism.
Oh, yeah. They're the dopest. I'm not knocking the athletes.
Yeah.
No.
Sports entertainment.
It's sports entertainment.
So it's not fake. It's real entertainment.
It is. I'm saying that the outcomes of the games aren't what you think they are.
Now, I guess you can't. That's not fair to compare that directly to politics because obviously.
No, to wrestling. It's not fair to directly compare it to wrestling.
Right.
It is fair to directly compare it to politics.
I guess.
I mean, no disrespect to wrestlers. Fuck those politicians, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get why people feel so passionate because obviously politics affect us financially more than anything.
Emotionally now.
Now emotionally.
It used to be just a small group of white dudes calling each other names and being all angry about politics. And now it's like, everybody, give me a break. Now you hate people telling you messages of fraud, or you hate people who are standing up to something they see as an injustice. Like, everything's just so fucked up. Why doesn't everybody chill? Stop hating anything. If you hate anything, you got to get your life in order.
We're too far past that.
No, we're not. No, we're not, because I believe a lot of regular people in this country, the massive majority, just want the other sides to shut the fuck up.
You are right.
That's it.
That is true.
They're just trying to live.
But if you get enough people riled up emotionally and convinced that the means justify the ends. So if you get enough people convinced on one side or the other that their political opponent is a danger to their existence.
You just said you have to convince somebody.
They've been convinced.
Yes. Once you're convinced,
that's what I'm saying.
That's compromise.
This whole narrative that's been building for years now that your opponent is Hitler.
Oh, so stupid.
Now, do we know that it's not true? Of course, none of us have access to the Looking Glass and Project Looking Glass.
None of us, just us.
Just us. However, when you convince people 100% that a political opponent is so dangerous that they will become the next Hitler, then the ends justify the means.
Gross. I say it like this, and I have for a while. If you are receiving a message, and it doesn't matter what the message is, if there's a negative in the message, disregard it. It's a fucking compromised message. It's distorted. It's bullshit. Like, anytime someone puts a negative in a message to you, news or socials or even a fucking text, doesn't matter. If the negative's in it, disregard it. No. But if someone gives you a positive message, like says something all in a positive way that explains something, you should really fucking listen, because they're not trying to do anything to you. That's the difference. The negative, when you put negative in a message, you're trying to convince somebody. You're full of shit and you want others to believe in you. That's it.
Right, because you need self
justification
affirming
and gratification and all these.
Well, that's the other thing, is that all of this is just feeding into people's egos and need to be right in a debate. right? It's just that need to be right about something and refusing to accept the unknown and truth that we really don't know what's actually going on at the highest levels. And
I think debates are good, actually, since you brought it up. A debate is cool because that means you can put two people and hear them out or whatever. Debate falls apart when you start calling names and all that. But people aren't debating.
Right. No, they're just,
you can't have a debate if it's one side.
Well, people aren't looking to debate. They're looking to win.
They're master debaters at this point.
Yeah, they are.
Which means you're not hearing nothing on the other side.
No,
Whatever it is,
you're not,
riles you up.
You're not listening. You're not open to have your perspective potentially changed. You are simply trying to beat your perspective into another person. And if it doesn't
work.
If it doesn't start to go that way, that's when the names start coming out or people just cut each other off. That's it. We can't talk about anything now. If I can't get you to see things my way, then I don't want to even be friends with you anymore.
Oh God, let me just say something because I do not fuck with Facebook. It's an awful wasteland of broken souls. But I went on there the other day, and it's been years, but I could see certain people still harping on certain political things, trying to change other people's minds, and they're not. And it doesn't matter what side again, but if that's your identity, you keep pointing out these political problems on whatever side, I assure you, I promise you, you're showing your mental illness, and everyone that sees it's like, fuck with this guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is or what side or whatever. Regular people don't want to see your mental illness. Tuck that shit in your pocket and keep walking, dude. Like, it's stupid. I just wanted to say that.
No, that's interesting that you say that because, if you see someone on a wall, on a Facebook wall, and they're outright saying something that's blatant about their relationship, struggles or whatever, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
like, first thing, it's just like, you see, it's almost like you see them naked for a split second. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Open the bathroom wasn't locked.
Dude.
The door wasn't locked. I'm like, oh, shit. So, and from that point on, until time goes by or they correct it, I'm always like, man, something's up with them.
Well, it seems
something's up with them. I just saw a post.
Well, something is up, but it's simultaneously a cry for help and extreme narcissism at the same time.
Is it narcissistic that we have a podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really narcissistic. I don't give a fuck. But the difference is I'm telling you. That's the difference.
Right.
So there's some kind of thing in there that kind of levels it on.
I mean, being in a band is narcissistic. Creating art and sharing it is narcissistic. I mean, I guess there's a fine blurry line between narcissism and confidence. So I don't know where that line is.
How do you define that?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know when confidence becomes narcissism. A lot of times it has to do with how other people interpret your confidence.
Yes.
Well, that guy's cocky.
I think that's part of my problem. People think I'm a certain way because of the way I act, but it's just inside. I'm just like, I want to leave you alone. I want you to leave me alone. But if I talk loud, it's like, I'm just like a fucking narcissist.
Well, I think, again, that has more to do with the other person's interpretation of your energy.
Totally. That's why you got to let go of other people's things.
Right. And so if somebody...
Well, what if somebody that you're friends with goes ahead and decides to message you because of something you posted in a story or whatever, and they're completely offended, but they know the person.
Are they trying to offend with their unsolicited?
No, maybe. Like, you've known the people for so long. Maybe they're trying to agitate.
Yeah, if you're looking.
That's the same shit I was saying, by the way. You're letting your mental illness show.
Right. But there's an element where if you put a meme out that is going to get laughs from this group of your friends, and it's going to set a fire on this other group of friends. You know what you're doing.
Yes. Okay.
You know what you're doing. Your cat's in a line.
I'm so glad I can laugh at both of those memes. I really can. And I like that.
Yes. But you know what you're doing. If you put that out there, you're having that little moment of, I want to see who I piss off with this one. And so there's something there. There's something there with
Okay.
that. But then when you get the reaction and you really, really upset a friend, for me personally, that doesn't feel good. It's oh fuck. Why did I feel the need to post this stupid, sarcastic, shallow meme just to poke at the people I know it's gonna poke at, and then I get a reaction where it's like, fuck, I guess I was asking for that, but it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good.
Okay.
No, because that goes back to what I said earlier. If you're not basing your life in love and wisdom, and I know it sounds fucking weird coming out of my mouth because I'll also tell you to fuck off, but but if you're not in that way, then you're going to get in that way, I think.
Right.
Yeah, and it's just like a
Well, it's like
circle.
if you know you have friends or people, you know somebody is going to see something that you posted that you know is going to offend them, and you know that it's going to offend them because they're maybe, you think they're a little too caught up in something. So you throw a little jab at them just to poke the bear. It's just,
Well, you were never friends to begin with then.
That is, you know what? I was going to get to that. I'm like, yo, if you know me,
right.
like, wouldn't you be able to be like, why? There's got to be a reason why I did that. Or let's say the reason was, I was just trying to see if I can get a reaction, like a social experiment.
Yeah, like just a little jab.
All
like,
those years, none of those years matter. All those years of you,
I don't know,
getting to know each other and knowing each other and being able
Right.
to just be like, yo, I know what this person.
And you used to be able to bust each other's balls as buddies. You know what I mean? Just a little fun teasing. But now there's, we've all like lost a certain amount of friends, regardless of what team you've
I don't
been
think I
forced
have.
on.
And if I have, I haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Everybody, Jim's birthday's today.
Yeah,
I know I
no
said it
shit.
earlier, but it's definitely his birthday today.
How many friends am I losing from this pod? We'll find out. Or we won't,
Yeah.
because it doesn't matter. If this offends you,
That's the thing.
I feel bad for you, not me and my big mouth.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to lose friends. So I try to.
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, they were never
If
your friends to
people
begin
really
with.
knew who I really am, and that I'm coming from a place of love and sarcasm.
Love-gasm.
Love-gasm.
You had a love-gasm. So my perspective of that, like when I was younger, it was very dangerous to like some band that had heavy metal overtones and all this shit. And they would even ban some of that music. And now here we are in 2026. And you can't even be an artist unless you got some bullshit devil background and you're fucking the devil live in concert and all these other bullshits. And it doesn't have the cool factor at all anymore. It seems bullshit, which leads me to believe that is it real? Like, are these concerts like fucking real rituals? Because these people are acting like weirdos and they're they got their crowd in a trance. And if you're in your little musical trance, oh, Lady Gaga, look at her go. Boing. Next thing you know, they put the old fucking, Mr. Incredible thing on you and you're a fucking MK Ultra moron. Like, don't think that can't happen. You'd be crazy to think that can't happen.
Well, there's also, easy ways to get noticed. The shock, the lazy shock factor still works. It still works. It's just the bar keeps getting raised. You know what I mean? There was Alice Cooper set the bar pretty high, and then Marilyn Manson set the bar really fucking high, and now they got to beat Marilyn Manson to get that shock
which is
factor.
fucking sleep token or whatever,
right? But now the bars or Nas X or whatever, be super satanic gay, all the things that are going to upset all the Christians and blah blah. That's always been the easiest, the lowest hanging fruit is how do we upset Christians?
If it's like Jimmy was saying, all right, now it's almost not cool. You're like, all right, and then you have to incorporate the devil, kind of like a mandatory thing, and it gets done so much, it loses its aura, right?
Right.
What is cool? You're not gonna go back and be like,
now
hey,
the bar's been lowered back down to political.
but when does that get lame?
It's already lame. It's because there are still people that are getting noticed for being genuinely creative. You just showed us something, an artist that is doing something, using their energy to make music and content that is genuinely creative. And he doesn't, as far as I didn't listen to the lyrics, but as far as I could tell, not a single fucking thing about politics.
You're right. Yeah.
So you think there's a lack of people who are truly being themselves?
Oh yeah.
Is that something?
This is your only opportunity in history forever as an artist to be 100% creative. People get to watch you make your art. They get to experience and listen to it or whatever, look at it. They get to watch you paint it. They get to do these things. They get to see your beliefs and your views and who you are tick. That's the future of art, because people no longer, digital is digital and no one gives a fuck anymore. I can print the Mona Lisa and put it on my wall, but to watch a dude paint a painting and like give it to me or sell it to me and have his personality as part of this art, that's the future. It's the only future, because everything else is contrived and shit anyways.
And that's great, because that still keeps the element of competition or motivation, and it weeds out all of the shit and the people being lazy and trying to get seen or known just because they're going for the low hanging fruit, the politics, whatever the fuck loud thing you say is going to get you that attention, low hanging fruit, versus the people that are still genuinely fucking creative.
Right. And you know what that is to me? The ultimate form of that is fucking Wu-Tang Clan making a record and selling it to one dude. To me, that was so fucking dope and way out of line.
Yeah.
But Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. They're literally so dope that they could do that, and it was crazy money and whatever. But that became the Mona Lisa of hip hop, like this fucking record. And I know there's been weird things that have happened with it, whatever. But that's exactly what I'm saying.
That's a good gimmick. Or like artists now to do something to get noticed beyond AI generated art, like people like Banksy or whatever, going around actually in person, putting the art out there and then doing something crazy like at the auction, having
it was incredible.
I mean,
contrived, probably fake, but incredible.
Sure. But that's where the bar is going to keep being set higher and higher. You're going to always have the ocean of people that go for the low hanging fruit, whether it's, I'm going to be as shockingly gay and satanic or upset the Christians and just go for the shock thing, which is getting harder and harder to be shocking in that department because we fucking seen it all. So,
but that's all crap.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
There's no end to human creativity. It's crazy how smart and how funny people can be. The internet is,
and then
the comment section on any YouTube video is fucking mind bending how smart and funny these people are.
And that's what I'm saying. Those people will be shaken back to the surface out of all of this noise, out of all this just boring shock value shit or loud politics. The real talent will once again be shaken to the surface.
Do you think that applies to every industry, be it music, the industry we're in with tattooing, like all that that's okay. All right.
What I'm realizing,
I believe only because I've brought up, not to interrupt you, but in other pods I've brought up AI, and I don't want anybody thinking that I am so pro AI. I know the AI is, honestly, it is a slinky. It's a yo-yo. You play with it. You could become a professional yo-yo master, but for the most part, you're going to get it and you're not going to use it after a while. So I know it's going to lose its thing. It's happening, and there's going to be so much. Dude, people have sent me stuff, be it art or music or video or what have you. And these people who have just never been creative in their lives, or at least in my circle of, and I don't know, we're thinking that I'm going to like it. And of course I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. But I never think that they're going to take it any further or think that they're artists or think that they're, you know what I mean? I remember
but they're thinking way different. Like to them, you're a fucking purveyor of an art. You're an art store owner per se.
Sure.
So your opinion matters, and they're so enamored with the yo-yo, the Rubik's Cube, that they don't even understand that, like, trust me, like that's not a flea on my dick. Like poof, but that excitement is real, and I
believe it.
I think and hope you're right as far as that gimmick disappearing, because it is shit.
It has to. I mean, like I said, we've dabbled with it to try to see exactly how it manipulates or interprets music. So, you feed it and then, it comes back and you're like, well, I've even used words like flattering, dumb to think that it's like, oh, that's what I sound like. I'm a songwriter now. Like, I think that I've always said everybody can sing because everybody has a voice, whether you're, your taste or your taste, it's, it's that thing. It's a subjective thing.
Right.
So
Anyone can be an artist.
anybody can be an artist. But the AI thing is, it's already, to me, found its place in the lame category. It's gonna lame. You know what I mean? It's gonna lame. You know what I mean? It's lame.
It
So,
is.
so I'm like, okay, well, art, the hands-on artist needs to rise based on all this other fluff that's gonna eventually just kind of fizzle out. And what I'm asking about politics, if we switch it to politics, is when is that gonna just be like, oh man, I was hardcore into it, and then I'm not anymore.
I can't wait for that.
But there has to be a time.
Well, there will be very soon. That's when AI takes over everything, and there's no longer this illusion of red versus blue and geopolitics. There's just one AI running the show, and all of that political theater is fucking that. The show is closed.
Oh, I cannot wait for that moment, because that's right. The pendulum swings both ways. And right now, the pendulum's dipped in political bullshit. And when it swings the other way, there's going to be none. So, yeah, let's get there.
Now, this is the time, right? Like in history, where when it's hot politically, the music that's supposed to come out is supposed to be awesome.
Supposed to be good.
Right? Or the art is supposed to be
supposed
awesome.
to be good. Yep.
But if people are making art out of using AI, or not, they're not utilizing this
Hacks.
opportunity.
Well, that's how you rise above the slop.
Okay.
You right. That's what I was saying. The true, the real, genuine, authentic intelligence, original original intelligence will come to the top. Like there will be artists that do things that it's clear cannot be replicated or faked, whether it's a live performance or some new creative way to show how the music was created or how the piece of art was created. There's still a window where you can make it clear that was made by a human.
That's part of why I was saying what I was saying, like your personality and the proof.
Yes.
Because without it, like, no, that's not real.
Right.
Like that.
But that's a small window too, because we're very quickly entering into the next
the fake proof.
Fake proof. We're already in fake proof, dude. It's already in the news. They're already claiming fake proof in the
Well,
news.
now it's a crutch, but it's not real.
Right. But the same will happen in art, where you can make an AI video of you creating the AI art that you made, and you go, see, look, there's all that footage
But
of me
what
making.
if there was a real video of you making the AI art of the AI art you made?
How can you prove that it's a real video?
It wouldn't be, because you made a real video of you faking that. No, I'm just kidding. But no, that's how deep bullshit's gonna go.
Right. So in order to prove that it's not AI, you're going to have to get people to come and witness it in person. Whatever it is you're doing.
No, the only way for a true artist to really sell that is finish the art and finish the game, and then the world will know it's true. I'm sorry. Okay. I mean,
Good point, though.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's no limit to human creativity.
Yeah.
Or lying, too. To be honest.
There's no limit to AI either. And eventually, I think, if not already, it will, to some degree. At what point do we realize that it is actually creating something rather than just grabbing from what already exists? At what point do we, because that's what we do anyways as humans, right? All of your idea, unless you're a Nikola Tesla or an Einstein or somebody who was able to just fucking tap in to that realm and download that information that the world has never heard before. At what point do we realize that AI is no longer grabbing from things that is already familiar to us, and it creates something completely new. Because I think the AI eventually will be tapping into the same thing that Nikola Tesla tapped into.
Of course. You'll know that day when the portal opens in front of you and a being steps through and actually slaps the shit out of you. I'm not talking a
that's
hologram. I'm talking slaps the shit out of you.
All right, that's pretty.
If you're
clear.
lucky, it's your future self.
Right.
And if you're not, sorry, dude, you can't even run. Can't run from the demons. The CERN demons.
I do have some concern.
Yeah, you should have concern. Concern is what you should have about where we are right now, because it's not normal. And if it's not normal, that means we jump the timeline. And if we jump the timeline with the AI, that means maybe there's time travel. If there's time travel, there's always been time travel because it involved AI. And if it involved AI, AI has indeed always been in charge, and you are living in a simulation. And we're fucking out of here. Later. All right. That's spoken one, baby.
Are we still on me, Benny? You and I still on?
Yes, we're still going.
Yo, it's Jimmy's birthday today. It is. His brain